You ready?
Yep.
This is a warning to everybody that uses headphones when they listen to this podcast. What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome back to the Banks Bros Conspiracy Show. I'm your host, Dre Banks, accompanied by my co-host.
I'm Slade Banks.
And what we do here, it's real simple. We made it so simple, we put it in the name for you. We talk about conspiracies. And whether we believe those conspiracies or not, we bring the story to you and we give you a safe place to think and question and speak for yourself.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, let's get into the topic of the day. So I'm excited about this one.
This is a good one.
As I was telling Slade, this is kind of like the first conspiracy that I kind of went down the rabbit hole on. You've heard of like you was saying, the JFKs, the 9/11s, You don't really have to go searching for those because they kind of put the conspiracies in movies and stuff if you pay attention.
Yeah.
But this one, not really talked about a lot. The conspiracy for today is over Isaac Kappy. Now,
Isaac Kappy.
Isaac Kappy. Isaac Kappy was born February 17, 1977. His demise was May 13th, 2019. And if you don't know who Isaac Kappy is, he was an American Hollywood actor. He had roles in the first Thor movie, Terminator Salvation, and he was also in Breaking Bad. So, have you seen the first Thor?
Yeah.
You know when he goes into like the pet store or whatever?
Yeah.
That's Isaac Kappy with the curly hair.
And that one part, he's like, this drink.
I like another. Dude, we're peaking. I know people wearing headphones is going to hate this, bro. Another. It gets up there. But, so it's no secret. Isaac's talked about it. He was a drug dealer.
Yep.
He did drugs. He did alcohol. And, he's been in trouble for choking out Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, at a party. No charges were pressed against Kappy. Paris did get a restraining order, which
She put it on him.
yeah, if somebody just comes up choking me out, I probably would, get a restraining order too, especially being Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah. I think
But,
the boy was about to get hit with them prenups.
Hey, better hit her with the prenup. So he was friends with her before the choking, and they actually remained friends afterwards, just kind of distant friends.
Yeah.
But Seth Green was like his guy, his
Yeah.
right hand. That was his man's, as we say now. That was his man's. So he talks about like in the earlier stages of his exposing that Seth Green took him to his basement, and I quote, this is what Kappy says Seth Green said to him: "Come to the basement where we keep the kids." So he tried to initiate Kappy into the same pedophile acts that Seth Green and his wife, as Kappy puts it, he partook in. He also used to go to the game nights hosted by Dane Cook.
Yep.
I don't know if you know who that is. He's an actor as well. So he went to those with Dane Cook with his now wife, Kelsey. She also attended when she was 16, and that's how they met. But that's another story for another time. Yeah. So Isaac Kappy accused Seth Green, Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, James Gunn, and many more of being pedophiles. So the reason why we're talking about Isaac Kappy, because of what we know now, with all the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, the list, the flight logs, the pedophilia going on.
Emails.
Yeah, so that's why we're talking about Isaac Kappy. He was trying to shed light on the pedophilia in Hollywood and elite circles, and I believe that's what led to his death. And Isaac Kappy was one of the main people to call out Jeffrey Epstein before his arrest. So, like, years before is when, he called out Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
So Isaac Kappy would go on Instagram Live and Periscope and other social medias talking about these elite celebrities and what they were involved with. He would go on to say, which I believe also is that we all have good hearts, as us as a people,
Yeah.
and we don't want to believe that kind of evil is possible in our industries. So everyone gets discredited. Unless someone like Epstein or Diddy get thrown in jail, then everyone starts coming out the woodworks, exposing what's going on. We know how it goes. So until that happens, it's very easy for the elites to cover up what they are doing. He would also say a lot in these videos that exposing the elites get people murdered, and he would also say, I'm not suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
And he would say that over and over in these live streams, which I would like to stop right here and say, I'm not suicidal. I love my life. So you might want to chime in and say that too, just in case.
I'm not suicidal. I love my life.
If we blow up and something happens to us, come back to this video. This is your proof we're not suicidal
We're
and
not
we love
suicidal.
life. So in his last live stream, someone asked if he was afraid of something. And he said, I should be because bad things are coming my way. And that live was streamed 3 days before he died.
Mm-hmm.
Now, according to the police report, on the morning of Kappy's death, there was a number of people there trying to stop him from jumping, and eventually he forced himself off the bridge onto the road below and was hit by F-150. Forrest Scott Proctor was the man who was driving the truck, but I want to get into the death of Kappy real quick. Now, if you take a look at these pictures, Slade, I'll show you. I cannot show these pictures on YouTube. If you want to look at all these pictures and everything we're looking at, go to theoriesofthethirdkind.com. Shout out to them. They're another podcast group. They do conspiracies too. They're really great. And they always got receipts. And they, as I was listening to their podcast over at Kappy, which kind of inspired me to do this one, so shout out to y'all. They have everything. His last video, his dead man switch, which we'll get into, the pictures of him unalived, as we're supposed to say now.
Yeah.
And the pictures of the truck after the whole thing. So let me show you these real quick, Slade. If I can find them. Oh wait, I have them here. Sorry. Mom's gonna be mad. All right. Sorry for the brief intermission. Photos took forever to load, but we're back. So, like I said, I can't show these pictures on YouTube because they're very graphic. But like I said, go to the Theories of the Third Kind and you'll find them on there. But Slade, as you're looking at those, right? Kind of pretty graphic, right?
Yeah.
So
Kind of messed up.
as you're looking at those, tell me, do you see any like tire marks or anything on his body? Like, you see any tire marks?
I haven't found a good picture.
Yeah, that was brains you just
Yeah.
saw. Sorry, don't mean to laugh, but But you can see like his body. You don't see tire marks or nothing, right? That's kind of odd to me. And the truck, there's another link too, and y'all can find it on that website. But the truck has no like damage to it, no blood stains on it, nothing like that. Like his pants are white, and there's no tire marks, right?
Yeah.
So that's a little odd.
Damn.
So there was this guy kind of doing his own research on the death of Kappy, and he called Scott Proctor, and 3 times on 3 different calls, Scott Proctor told the man Kappy was covered by cardboard. So he didn't see what it was when he drove over it, and he saw people on the bridge like waving at him, and he just thought a protest was going on. And once he looked down, it was too late for him to swerve and avoid the cardboard covered trash, as what he called it. Now, he wasn't calling Kappy trash. He thought it was trash.
Yeah.
But in his police report, which you can also find on that website, there's no mention of cardboard covering the body. And even in the pictures of Kappy that you just looked at, Slade, did you see any cardboard anywhere? There's no cardboard.
Piece of cardboard.
So it's not really adding up, but it would make sense why there would be no tire marks on Kappy or no blood on the truck or nothing like that. But where'd the cardboard go? If there was cardboard, where was it? Because the pictures are pretty wide pictures and detailed, and you can kind of see the surrounding area. And so the guy that was doing his own research called Scott and asked how big the cardboard was. Like, what was the size of it? And Scott couldn't tell him the size of it. So you can remember him being covered. And he also told the guy that a lady, once he ran over Kappy, put the cardboard back on top of him. And you can remember all that, but not the size of the cardboard.
Yeah.
So Scott tells the guy he's had enough after the guy keeps asking about the cardboard. And he hangs up, and that's the end of their talks. Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
So no cardboard mentioned at all, ever, except by Scott. And the police report also says he was hit immediately after jumping off the bridge, which contradicts what Scott was saying.
Yeah.
So the police report, the investigators, whatever they came up with, as soon as he hit the ground, Scott comes over with the truck. So that kind of contradicts what he was saying. Also, another weird thing was Kappy died on May 13, 2019, but all the pictures taken of his car, which I didn't show you those, but they're with the pictures of the guy's truck and everything. They were taken a day before, according to the metadata.
Yeah.
So the metadata of the photo says they were taken on May 12th, 2019, but he died on May 13th, 2019. So that's a little weird.
Yeah.
And all this, so now we're kind of getting into the whole conspiracy. All this takes place an hour away from a camping site called Greenleaf Canyon Campgrounds. And you may be wondering, what does a campground have to do with Kappy? Well, let's get into it. This takes us to a Pedogate researcher, Tracy Twyman. Before Kappy died, he was talking to Tracy. She was sharing with him the Pedogate research that she had discovered. She also found there was some specific YouTube channels that were auctioning off, allegedly, children to sell to certain people for a certain amount of price. And she traced the YouTube channels to the owner of Greenleaf Campgrounds in Williams, Arizona. Tracy says when she discovered the code that led her to the discovery of all these child trafficking videos on YouTube, the campgrounds was owned by a man named Jamie Muller. After some more research that I did, I found text messages from Jamie, and he was threatening her about the info she was exposing. He posted Tracy's Facebook page from the business page on Facebook with the threatening messages. Uh, so one of the threats was like, "Oh, poor Tracy. Um, like, watch what you're talking about." Kind of, just telling her to watch her mouth a little bit. You know what I mean? So what's crazy is if he's posting on the Facebook page, that means whoever his clients looking at the page knows what they do there, right? Or he wouldn't be on the official Greenleaf Canyon Ground Facebook page talking about this stuff. So this guy or whoever knew where Tracy lived and where her son went to school and basically knew everything about Tracy and her family. So Tracy alleges Jamie was threatening her due to the info she found out about the campground being a pedophile center. Which I do believe she was onto something to get that type of attention, right? Like, they don't come at you unless you got some, like, real ground to stand on. Also, if you look up Greenleaf, you can find a review on TripAdvisor where a customer said they reserved a campground for 2 people at 9:30 p.m. The owner, Jamie, changed it to 1 person, and immediately when they got there, he told them to leave, and they said no. So he pulls a gun out and chased them off the property. So my question is, did they book that time and then he had his pedophile buddies over and forgot these customers booked a campground, so he had to get them out of there before they saw anything? Or, but the point of all that was because Tracy was warning Kappy about Greenleaf and that it should be on his radar and that they are trafficking kids out of it. Also, Tracy says he was driving from Williams, where Greenleaf is, to Belmont, where he was staying at a hotel when he died. The reason she knew this is because Kappy's roommate's next door neighbor was going over his debit card records that proved he was going back and forth from Williams to Belmont the day he died.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fishy. So back to the Mueller guy. He was also bragging to Tracy that he was a professional in mind control tactics such as MK Ultra. The day Kappy died was so weird. So like, look at this picture. It was taken. Somebody caught it on their dash cam video, and it's Kappy, and he's just kind of sitting
On the bridge?
on the railing of the bridge. So if you look at this, don't he seem a little out of it?
Yeah, he does.
So let me put this on here so y'all can see it. It looks crazy. Okay, why is my pause not working? I'll edit this out, don't even worry. Okay, it ain't gonna let me. Alright. it showing that?
Hmm?
Is my shit not working?
Oh, shit.
Alright, whatever. It ain't working. I couldn't get my computer to work, so anyways, if you can look it up, just type in Isaac Kappy dash cam video, and he's sitting completely upright, hands in his lap, and his eyes are closed and his mouth is like wide open. Like he looks kind of out of it. So um all right, so he looks weird, right? So now he was leaving from Williams back to Belmont, and Williams is where the campground is, where the guy does the pedo stuff allegedly, and said he knows how to mind control, MK Ultra expert. He resides there, right? And then he's found almost an hour later stuck on this bridge. Like, it makes you wonder, was he under some kind of spell when he died? I mean, if you look the picture up, he looks completely out of
Like
it,
he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, like mouth closed
Yeah.
or mouth wide open, eyes closed, and he's sitting like looks very uncomfortable if you're about to commit suicide, allegedly. But Tracy believed he was going there to investigate the child trafficking in Williams that the day he died, and she was telling people that her phone was hacked soon after she went to the FBI about the info she found, and of course the FBI disregarded her.
Naturally.
That's when she says the threats really came, was after she went to the FBI. She said the FBI wouldn't shake her hand or write down anything, and they wouldn't give their names to her or nothing like that. She also found out that these Turkish businessmen kept going to these campgrounds like continuously. She also mentioned to her friend she was worried for her safety, and soon after that, Slade, after she tells her friend that she was scared for her life, she was found,
She hung herself.
allegedly, she was found hung in her garage. Which kind of something's adding up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can find videos of her talking about the campgrounds and everything like that. She only gave them to two friends, telling them not to post them on anything unless she met her demise. So initially, it was her dead man switch. And if you don't know what a dead man switch is, basically, like in the movies, it's like if the bad guy, he's like, oh, if my heart stops ticking, then this bomb's going to go off or something like that. Or this information's going to be leaked to the public. You know what I mean? It was their way of keeping themselves alive.
Yeah.
Kappy also had a dead man switch. And again, you can find this on that website I told you. But it's a video of a Turkish hotel or Turkish bathhouse inside the hotel. And it's basically these little girls, anywhere from 7 to 10, maybe, and they're in bikinis. And they're like filling up the water bath, filling up the bath with water and stuff like that. So that video was taken in a Turkish bathhouse. And remember, Tracy said these Turkish businessmen continuously going to the Greenleaf campgrounds.
Yeah.
The bathhouse was at Rixo's The Land of Legends Kingdom, which also, as of May 1st, 2025, opened an expansion that includes a Nickelodeon-themed hotel. So, very weird that
We already-
Cappy's Des Switch was of the same hotel's bathhouse, where with the kids now have a kids theme park.
Yep.
So, now both of their deaths were really mysterious, but I want to jump back to Cappy before he died and talk about one actor and elite that Cappy accused of pedophilia, and that actor was Tom Hanks. And I know I've heard it before. Not Tom Hanks. He's Forrest Gump. Blah blah blah. Greatest guy in the world. Whatever. We don't know.
Yeah.
So Isaac claimed, the higher up you go in the elitist hierarchy, the more sick and twisted the people are. According to Cappy, pedophilia is just the beginning. The next step is murder, which is the level I would say the politicians are at. And then after that, the level is cannibalism. Anyways, Cappy claimed Tom Hanks was in the first tier pedophilia. Now, in early April of 2019, a month before Cappy died, he claimed Tom Hanks was a pedophile who was evil and one of the worst people in Hollywood. So it's weird because Tom Hanks is loved by everyone, and it couldn't be true. But like I said earlier, that's how they cover it up so easily, because no one believes it's true. No one wants to believe it. Also, Tom Hanks is known for taking random photos of things on the ground and posting them on Twitter. Well, is this random, or was there a lot of intent behind it? And I'll show you this slide. And y'all can look this up too, or actually I'll put the picture up on the video so y'all can see it. But look at this. So, here, let me go back to my notes real quick. So, I'll show you the photo here in a second. Well, here, I'll show you now. So this is the photo slate that he posted on Twitter. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Okay.
All right. So the photo. The photo is pretty much the ground, dirt everywhere, with a glove on the ground, slightly covered up. And you can clearly see Tom Hanks, his shadow, taking the picture to like the bottom left. And the Twitter post, Tom Hanks writes, and I quote, "Historic Route 66 roadkill. I hope not. Signed Hanks," which he spelled it Hanx. Now you're wondering, what's this post got to do with Cappy? Well, Cappy died from supposedly jumping from a bridge onto Interstate 40. You know what's wild, Slade?
What's that?
Interstate 40 is also known as Historic Route 66. Don't believe me? Look at this photo on Google Maps. I'll put this up as well. So you see Historic Route 66?
Yeah.
What's it turned into? Same road, right? Look at that right there. Same exact road. What's Historic 6 turned into?
Interstate 40.
Coincidence? I think not. So, I got this video again from the podcast Theories of the Third Kind. You can find all this information that I'm telling y'all on there. I'll do my best to put everything up on the screen so y'all can see it. But now, Cappy died on Historic Route 66 as what, Slade?
Roadkill.
Again, coincidence?
Big coincidence.
What I've learned is there is no coincidences. So, was that post from Tom Hanks a warning to Kappy?
Possibly.
Maybe so. Now, I'm going to get into this real quick. There's a lady named Sarah, and you could look this up too, that came out and said her father sold her to Tom Hanks for sex as a disassociated, mind-controlled doll at the age of 13.
The fuck?
She also said she was 8 years old when she encountered Hillary Clinton as part of a cult ritual abuse event. Now, knowing what we know now,
As Pizzagate.
Jeffrey Epstein, and Tom Hanks moving to Greece after Jeffrey Epstein got arrested and exposed where the legal age is what, Slade?
13.
It's 13.
He
So,
was on the run out there.
Does Kappy sound so crazy now?
Nope.
I think we should have listened to him a long time ago. Now, on May 12th, 2019, a new Instagram account was made, and the name of it was Isaac Kappy. But there was only one single post on the account. Now, before I read this, I want to keep in mind that this account was never verified to actually belong to Kappy, so we don't know if he made the post or not. Now, I will read this post from Kappy because I have a screenshot of it, and it's pretty long, so just bear with me a little bit. Got to go to the old theories of a third kind. Shout out to those guys for like making
Shout out. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and they post everything from their conspiracies on their website. So, like I said, anything I'm talking about, you could find on their website. You just you go to their website, and it'll say shows, and you can click that, and then like Isaac Kappy will be one of the main ones up there. But I'll read this post, and like I said, it's a little long, so just bear with us. Hello. Over the course of the last week, through introspection that should have happened many years ago, I have come to some stark revelations, about my character. It is a testament to my utter arrogance that these revelations had not come sooner. You want to read this?
Do I want to read
Do you want to read it?
Sure.
Yeah. It's a little small, but you can see it. Yeah.
Where were we at?
You just started from the top if you want.
Hello. Over the course of the last week, through introspection that should have happened many years ago, I have come to some stark revelations about my character. It is a test.
Well, let me see. That says testament. Yeah. If y'all don't know, Slade,
I can't read.
well, he has
I'm dyslexic.
yeah, there you go. there. I couldn't even think, but yeah, Slade's a little dyslexic.
Never been officially diagnosed with that, but I'm pretty sure I am.
Officially, unofficially
Yeah.
diagnosed.
Anyways, testament, because I can't fucking read, to my utter arrogance that these revelations had not come sooner. You see, I believe myself to be a good guy. I have not been a good guy. In fact, I have been a pretty bad guy throughout my life. I have used people for money. I have betrayed many people and much trust. I have sold drugs. I have tax delinquencies. I have debts. I have abused my body with cigarettes, drugs, and alcohol. And I have been abusive to people who love me. including my family. I have expected help without putting proper work in to help myself. I've used money to gamble and lose instead of using it to further my gifts.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So Cappy, when he was growing up, he was like a musical genius.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
He's real smart.
Musical genius. He got a scholarship like early in his life to go to this top notch music school. Like he was a very gifted, acting came natural. He could sing.
Yeah.
Very gifted, right? So go ahead, sorry.
Earlier this week, I committed an act so flippantly.
Yeah, I didn't know that word either.
That's a hard word to
Yeah.
say. I've never
Philanthropy, I don't know.
Philanthropy, I think is what it is.
Might be.
Anyways, without thought that will become the dude.
Very smart guy.
This dude is like
Uses big words
bro.
that us Kaufman
Holy
graduates
crap.
have never heard of. So if you're from Kaufman, if you graduated from Kaufman, put it in the comments.
Dude.
Shout out you.
Holy, you should. Synonymous?
Yeah.
Synonymous
Mm.
with short sightedness and petty, vile greed, and in the end has cost me everything. I will publicly disclose the details at the right time. You see, while I supposedly wanted to make America great, I have not put much work at all into making myself great, in all caps. I have wasted wasted much money on speculation and gambling, like he said. He's a gambler.
Shout out to the gamblers.
And I've gambled away my future. Time that could have been utilized to nurture my many gifts has been wasted on
Frivolity? I have no idea. Anyways, keep moving.
And while it's true I've spent many hours of research and disseminating information about bad actors, I have had so little care for introspection of my own actions. It is a testament to my sheer arrogance that I had not come to these revelations sooner. To the Q management, I am sorry I have brought shame upon the greatest military operation
Do you know who
of all time.
Do you know who QAnon is? QANON.
The Q. No.
It's a big movement, and basically they're a group of people, and they know about the pedophilia going on with our politicians and elites, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so nobody knows if Q is one person or persons.
Yeah, many people.
They say Trump is like one of the main leaders of this group, but none of that has been proved or disproved. But yeah,
So
go ahead. That's
going forward. But really, I have only brought shame upon myself. And while it's true, I have outed many pedophiles that were former friends, all caps.
Seth Green.
I remained in their sphere for much longer than I should have, and attempted to gain from them after I knew about their actions. And in my sheer arrogance, I did not even reflect on this fact. I have been a great betrayer of trust, a squanderer of gifts and goodwill. Q says they give people enough rope to hang themselves, and I have hung myself. I have told people in the Trump administration that I'm willing to admit to my many crimes in a public setting and committed to uh, execution in a public setting. A nation cannot suffer its traitors, and I am no exception, my bad, to those or to those I have inspired to keep up the fight. It is noble work. However, I have not been a noble man. I am an impostor to those who have offered their trust and core. I apologize. I have wronged many people throughout my life. And while I have many talents, I have not utilized them. To Jesus, I am sorry I have betrayed you again. This time the shoe is on the other foot, and I am happy the earth shall see the justice, in all caps, it has waited so long for. Jesus, you offered me so much, and instead of revealing in your wisdom, I used my attention on darkness. President Trump, I've betrayed you and squandered goodwill, and I now shall forever be known for my actions. These revelations have come my way too late. Uh-oh. But I am not so arrogant now that I would deny them. In the end, I shall be remembered for my actions and not.
It's the kids outside running around.
Interrupted.
Neighborhood kids.
And not hollow my words. Too many people I have acted abusively. Dang, I can't talk today.
It's all right.
Abusively towards, and I am very, very sorry. To my former friends I have used and betrayed, I'm sorry. To those I have deceived, I am sorry. Although I must say, in my sheer arrogance, I did not even realize that I had been the bad actor all along. And while it's true, I threw myself into a very dangerous situation, outing the truth of Hollywood. I did not reflect on my own truths and many, many shortcomings. It is one thing to know what is right to the truth, and entirely different thing to act in an upright manner. I have been lacking in gratitude, humility, honor, service, and proper care for others. I have not honored the light of God within. Also, it should be noted that I have recently been made to believe that I am the that's a reincarnation. Yeah. Reincarnation
Judas.
of Judas.
Yeah. That's his last name. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that. I'm not even going to attempt to say that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah.
The greater betrayer. And while I could have utilized this period of great awakening to awaken myself, I have used it focused on the darkness of others and not the darkness within. To be clear, I was so arrogant that I did not see the darkness within or even reflect that I could have darkness within. Dang, this dude
Yeah.
went down the
Mhm.
whole thing. I actually believe that I have been acting upright. It is very, very sad, but I hope that the people of the world can utilize my folly in positive light. That you all may use my mistakes as an example for personal growth. See the light in others, nurture the light in yourself. This lesson has come too late for me, but perhaps it can inspire you. I will be using the remainder of my time on earth to atone for my transgressions and to seek the light within and others and myself. That was on July 4th, 2019.
Let me see it.
Oh, that's a different.
Let me see it. What? Look, this is what's weird about that.
That's a different date.
So, yeah, he posted that.
Sorry about my reading.
Oh, it's all good. He
Felt like I was
posted
about to have a
that.
stroke.
He posted that the day before he died, May 12th, 2019. Allegedly, he posted that because we don't know if he posted it or not. But he signed it, Isaac Kappy, July 4th, 2019.
Right.
Which is weird why he would post that. So, what I found weird is that Kappy posted that on Twitter, saying he never abused anyone or hurt anyone. But in this post, he says he did. So a lot of people were hesitant to believe Kappy posted this. And people also believe the media had something to do with this post being posted as a way of saying he was unstable, so you can't believe anything he says.
Yeah.
Now, the last thing I want to point out before getting into our theories is the picture of the death scene. And like I said, I'll leave the links to these if you want to go see them. I can't show them on YouTube. But first, like I mentioned earlier, the metadata of the photos says May 12th of the pictures of Kappy's car, which is weird because Kappy didn't die until the next day on May 13th. Also, if you hit something, right, Slade, if you're driving, you run something over, what do? What's the first thing you do after hitting something?
Probably to stop.
Yeah, you slam on your brakes, right?
Yeah.
So in those pictures I showed you, there was no tire marks from the truck. They weren't on Kappy, not on the ground or anything. So, like, that doesn't add up to me.
Yeah.
Another thing, and I've never seen what a body looks like after supposedly jumping off a bridge and then getting hit by a car, but Slade, you looked at the pictures of Kappy, and you've seen what he looks like.
Yep.
It didn't really look like Kappy.
No, it didn't.
It was like, so Kappy, if you haven't seen
So it looked like he jumped and hit like
head first.
Face
Yeah.
first.
But so Kappy has like a long head, you know, and this guy or this Kappy in the photos has like a smaller head, and I don't know, it just, even the face, like one side of his face is really bruised up from either jumping or getting hit by the truck, but it doesn't look like Kappy to me.
It does look different. Like was it? I don't know. Was it a cover up or something?
It's I don't.
Or did he fake?
We'll get into our theories. So, and another thing I saw, I don't know if you noticed it, but his belt is like inside out. And that's not like a
that's
conspiracy. It's just like, what a weird fashion choice. Or maybe, I don't know. Like, his belt's inside out. That was just weird to me. I just wanted to point that out. So, Also, so he posted this video, right? Uh, like I said earlier, 3 days before he passed away, and it's an hour-long video, and I was gonna have us watch it, but it's just like I watched it already, and there's nothing like wild going on. He's just sitting there, and like he starts out. I kind of summarized it. He starts out by saying, "It'll be his last stream ever, and it's gonna be painful for the viewers." And he did something really bad and stupid, and he let his ego take over. And while he was trying to expose the dark, he didn't focus on the light, so he gave into the darkness. He does say multiple times he didn't kill anyone or do anything to a child, but like the post that he posted kind of points towards that he did. But on this live stream, 3 days before he died, he says he didn't do anything. He just keeps going on and on about how he did something bad, but never reveals what it is. And it goes on for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then he says Junior is going to change the world. And I'm guessing that's Robert Kennedy Jr., because that's like the only junior I know.
Yeah.
And that he is sad he's going to miss it because he won't be around for it. So he kind of knew he was going to die.
Yeah. He had a feeling that something was coming.
Yeah. He also keeps talking about a very good man. He says numerous times he told that good man that he would do this video as a service to the people because of the wrong he did, but he never says what it is, and he keeps saying, choose the light and turn from the dark. So that goes on pretty much the whole video. Then with about 10 minutes left in the video, someone asked him on the live stream, were you MK'd Ultra into like doing whatever bad it was? And he says, yeah, well, I'll put it like this. There were some things playing in my head that came from the outside.
Yeah.
Then someone asked, is that a thing, like MK Ultra? And he says, oh yeah, it's a thing. Then he goes back on his rant of finding the light within and staying in the light. He also talks about Q a lot, which, like I said, is the leader of the QAnon group that believes Hollywood and political leaders sex traffic kids and stuff like that. And it said that Trump is one of the main people in QAnon.
Yeah.
Then he ends the stream saying he is sorry and that we needed to hear from him what he did. But he never says what he did. And that we all deserve to hear the message. But he never really says anything, which is kind of weird, and never really moves. And he seems like he's under some kind of trance. Like his eyes never really blink. He's really still the whole time.
Yeah, it's just
He's kind of like he's all over the place,
Yeah.
but like in his head all over the place.
Yeah.
Like he's got so much going on. So that's pretty much the full story of Isaac Kappy and like what was going on. If y'all do research of y'all's own and y'all find something we miss, put it in the comments, because like I said, this conspiracy is like one of my favorites because it's like the first one I ever really like. I found out about this like COVID, I think.
Yeah.
And he died a year before, so I like really dove into this conspiracy. It was one of the first ones that I found. So this one kind of hits home for me just because it's my first conspiracy, It put me on to doing this podcast pretty much. So but now that we know everything, let's get into what we think. So just to recap, we know that they say he committed suicide. We know he was exposing elites for pedophilia.
Yeah.
We know Jeffrey Epstein was running some kind of pedophile project on his island, and there's
Mhm.
many of celebrities on it, on the flight logs, and I don't know if we'll ever see the list of who was there, but
Probably not.
we know a lot, and we know now that Kappy wasn't capping. Hey, see what I did there? Hey,
Yeah.
so we know that.
I think that truth is going to come out one day.
Yeah, it's gonna take somebody that's
Yeah.
kind of like Kappy, not scared of
Mhm.
the elites.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like, you think he was killed? You think he committed suicide? What do you think? You think he faked his death? What do you think?
So I'm kind of for all three, kind of, because there's just so many. So
Explain, explain that.
okay, so the first one. So, do you think he was killed? Yeah, I think he was. I think I do because he was exposing things
That people didn't want out.
and that pissed people off because
Right.
he's exposing their secrets.
Yes.
So they opt out on him. They could have done that, or he was. I also think he could have killed himself because he had a lot of guilt
From the bad he
from
did.
the bad he did.
And it's so weird that, like,
Mhm.
I've tried to research this, and there's nothing about anything that he did. Now, if it was some kind of, he said he didn't kill nobody, he didn't hurt a child,
Yeah,
it wasn't a satanic ritual, like,
yeah,
on the list of bad shit, that's like
Mhm.
top 3. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, like, how bad was it
yeah,
that you had to make the video, make the post, and then you die?
mhm.
You know what I mean?
And then also, he could have faked his death.
Well, let me get into that, because this is what I think. Now, look at this. So, Isaac Kappy died May 13th,
Mhm.
2019. Do you know what happened on June 6th, 2019?
Explain.
Jeffrey Epstein, that was the day he was put in prison. That was the day
that was
all
day.
the charges
Yeah.
were brought against him.
Uh-huh.
Was June 6th, 2019.
Yeah.
So 2 months after he died. So what I think is, some people might say it's a stretch, whatever. This is just, hey, like I said, this is a podcast where we give our opinions at a safe place and whatever. I think he went to the FBI or somebody and was like, hey, I can give you all these people,
Mhm.
but you have to protect me. Well, they couldn't protect him if everybody thinks he's alive or everybody knows he's alive, right?
Yeah.
So he fakes his death. He's got 2 months or a month and a half, whatever, to give all this information, all the receipts, everything he's got. And then Epstein gets put in prison for what he has been exposing the entire time. So there's some things about this story that don't make sense. There's some things about this story that make too much sense. And I think that's why I like it so much, because no matter how much you research, you'll always be finding out new stuff about this. Like,
That's what I was going to get into, that the FBI could have covered it up to make it look like.
and that's why the dead body
Mhm.
or the unalive body, sorry, YouTube,
Maybe they
doesn't look like him.
maybe
know?
they just put him under very highly protective custody under a different name,
Right.
maybe in another country.
And
Locked
everybody's
down,
like, well,
you know?
Jeffrey Epstein's dead. Why not come out? Well, there's still other people involved besides Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Now, Tom Hanks, that picture he posted, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, roadkill, historic Route 66. Maybe Kappy saw that and was like, hey, if you want to fake it, I know where exactly we should fake it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, Tom Hanks posted this, directed at me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We could do it right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot.
It's so weird.
It's weird, bro. Like nothing makes sense and then everything makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's that freaking fine line of just I don't know. This is one of my favorite conspiracies because it was my first, you know. Like I popped my cherry on conspiracy theories on this one. So like
more like 9/11, JFK,
yeah,
Roswell type stuff.
right. But like those are
Reptilians.
all conspiracies you've heard like your
Yeah.
whole life. Like this whole, for me anyways, this whole sex trafficking, pedophile shit going on is kind of new.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like it hadn't been around.
Yeah, so like,
because as soon as all this Epstein stuff started popping off, and
yeah,
then boom,
Pizzagate,
boom, 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 everything's starting to pop off.
yeah, Pizzagate, you know what I mean? Tom Hanks moving to Greece, buys a girl at 13, moves to a country where the legal age is 13.
It's so sick.
And
man.
like, bro,
it's just sick.
There's, you know, they use pizza as like the code word.
Yeah.
And just this morning, I was on TikTok, and a lot of my TikToks were all these elite actors talking about, oh, I went to so-and-so's party last night, and another actor would be like, oh, they make great pizza, don't they? Like, yes, the pizza was wonderful. Like,
yeah, I've seen that.
who's all out? Why is everybody making pizza?
Yeah, first of all, you're all rich. Pizza should be the last thing on your mind.
Yeah, that's
eat.
what we eat. Pizza and hamburgers and
Poor
shit.
people food.
Why is everybody eating pizza?
Stupid.
They ain't eating pizza. They're eating pizza. That was fucked up. Sorry. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's so wild to me. But that's what I think. I think he faked it, and then 2 months later we get Jeffrey Epstein. And maybe he's in protective custody somewhere. Who knows? Like, I don't think we'll ever know until Jesus comes back and exposes. But I don't know. It's so weird.
Some of it just, like you said, it doesn't make sense, but it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Like, there's a lot of things that contradict.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like the driver of the truck, like the pictures of the truck. If you hit a body on a highway where the, 65, 70 is like the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit a body falling, gravity, right? We're about to get into
science.
Yeah, physics and shit.
Let's all go back to
we might need to.
Yeah,
the way we were reading.
Dang.
But
like I said, I damn near had a stroke.
But if you hit a body going that speed,
one, it's either going to go through your windshield.
Yeah. Or it's going to fuck your truck up.
It's going to do some serious damage. Like, you got to think about it. So, you hit like a deer.
It's going to fuck your truck up.
It's going to fuck your shit up. And it's going to, like I said, it's either going to go through the windshield when you hit it.
Or you're going to hit it and roll over it. There's going to be blood and guts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures of the truck, there was no damage. There was no blood. This is one thing I thought was weird, too.
Yeah. How can you be so sloppy, too?
Well, because they know that we're not going to question, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Rockefeller said, I don't want thinking people. I want working people.
Exactly.
So, but anyways, Another thing I thought was weird when looking at the pictures of the truck, his undercarriage
Mm-hmm.
has plywood, like from the bumper all the way under to the back bumper. It's like plywood covering up all the mechanical shit under
See,
his
why
truck.
what makes you want to do something? I need to put plywood above
Or under my
under
truck.
my truck.
But
That just does not make sense.
here's the thing.
So-
Wouldn't the plywood have some blood on it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Wouldn't it, like, there's got to be some damage or some blood or something. I don't know.
Headlight
If-
at least knocked out.
If he faked his death, they did a real shit. Well, I guess they didn't do a shitty job about it because everybody thinks he's dead. But it's like, I don't know. And if he, like, if they did kill him, or even if he committed suicide,
yeah.
why is the truck not damaged? Why is there no tire? Like, the dude hits him and he's like, oh, I hit something. Let me slowly pull over 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Like,
That
if you
makes
look at the
sense to me.
pictures, he's pretty far away
Yeah.
from Kappy's body and the truck. Like, there's some distance, half a football field at least.
I don't get it.
So you slowly pull over. And then where'd you get the cardboard shit from? Where did that come from? And there's no cardboard. And then somebody questions you about the cardboard. And you get mad and you hang up and don't ever speak to the person again.
See, that doesn't make sense either.
The cardboard shit?
No, like calling and never speaking again after that.
Well, the guy that was doing his own research was calling Scott Proctor. And Scott Proctor got upset.
Yeah, and got
Because the guy kept asking him about the cardboard. But in the police report, he says, I was driving on Interstate 40. I hit the guy and I pulled over. Like, pretty much all he says in his police report. There's no mention of cardboard. There's no mention of, I saw a body falling. The body hits the ground. I run it over.
Yeah, just
And wouldn't you think if he ran him over, he's got to be a little flattened, right? Like
yes,
bones broken, something, right?
you know, blood marks on the tire,
Something.
tracks,
The only damage Kappy has is to his face. And his clothes are like ripped up and stuff.
That's what I'm
But
saying,
if
bro.
the truck did enough, it's easy to rip some clothes up, but there would be some tire marks or scuffs or something from a truck hitting you.
So the blood on the shorts,
Right.
that shit
Yeah.
looks like fake blood.
And
if
he
you
wasn't-
really look at it.
He wasn't bleeding on his
Yeah.
legs or nothing. And like I said, the only damage, the only blood he has is on his face, and he has a few scuff marks on his chest, like scratches. But a truck's going to do more than scratch you
yeah.
up if it runs you over.
And like you said, his face, like it's not. It looks like he hit face first. If he
right.
committed suicide,
Yeah.
allegedly.
But I'm like, if a truck hits you, it's going to do some damage.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? If the road did damage to your face when you jumped off a
And
bridge,
the truck's
a
gonna do
truck
is
going,
just as much.
even if the truck was going 40 miles an hour, it's going to do something.
Yeah, you're still gonna get hit with it.
Yeah, and the truck's going to have damage. Like I said, you could, theories of a third kind, you can see all these photos, but it just, I don't know,
See,
bro.
go
It's,
to that picture of his shorts, like where it just shows his shorts.
yeah.
It looks
The blood? No,
It
I've
looks
looked at all
lighter,
these.
like-
Yeah.
lighter than blood color.
And when blood dries, it turns a brown.
It's like a real dark color.
Yeah, it's like a brown almost.
Yeah, it's.
And this is bright red. Even
It
like
looks like Hollywood blood,
yes, and
like
even
from a movie.
even that's a good point, because even the blood, like the big puddle kind of next to his head, it's bright.
Yeah.
And I don't. And if this is another thing that somebody pointed out when I was looking at the comments and stuff, because they have comments on the pictures you can read and stuff. Somebody said the defibrillator, the patches aren't in the right spot.
Yeah, they look opposite.
Yes, like on his left side, it's down here on his gut.
On the other side, it's up.
And then the right side is
when
up.
it should be up on this side and down on this side.
Yeah, because I'm not a doctor, but
I'm not either.
I would think you want to hit the heart directly.
Yeah, and so that's what they do. I don't know,
clear.
And they hit it both times right here, and so it helps with I'm not a paramedic. I don't know.
I know you're gonna want to put it on the side of the heart and hit it directly.
Yeah,
his are
backwards.
Flipped.
Yeah,
so that's weird. It's a lot of weird, and I do encourage y'all to go to that website, and you can see all the pictures, like the Turkish bathhouse, the hotel, the death threats that Tracy was getting.
It's just
you can see the post of the Sarah girl talking about Tom Hanks and Hillary Clinton. You could see all that on that website. But it's just nothing like, I want to say most of his death is what doesn't make sense. Everything else makes sense, right? It just, once you get to the death, like, none of it looks right. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's one of those things, that you just question.
Yeah, well, they don't want us to do that, I'll tell you.
No.
But I don't know. Every time, because for some reason I always come back to this conspiracy.
Well, it's a good one.
And I find something new every time. Like it's kind of like what's a good conspiracy? I'd say like 9/11. You always find something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every time. So I like to come back to this one. I always give it, a year or so, and then I'll come back and I'll research again, and I'll basically do what I did for this podcast, but just do it all over again. Because you just always find something new.
Every time. Something new.
It's so weird, bro.
It's crazy.
We're at an hour and 13
minutes.
You want to call it? Or you got something else?
So I will say this. So I appreciate people like this.
What's that?
Just like Kappy.
Oh, people calling out?
Just exposing the truth out there.
Yeah.
And I love it. Because one, there's too many monsters in this world for us to handle.
Yeah, we live in the devil's playground.
We need to start realizing this shit and pay attention.
Yeah, because they tell you everything.
Yeah, it's everything you can, that we're telling you. You can look up for yourself.
Yeah.
and watch it yourself.
Yeah,
and
because
maybe maybe everybody else has a different opinion. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, facts. And we'll if you want to debate, we'll debate. If you just want to have a friendly back and forth, we'll do that. Whatever, But
it's just,
this is one thing that shout out Big Memphis. He always tells me.
Big Memphis, bro. Shout out.
He always tells me. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh. He always tells me that, so they have to tell us everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in our constitutional rights that the government has to tell its people what they're doing. Karma. Hey, Big Memphis always brings this up, karma, right?
Yes.
And the way they get that karma off them is by telling us what they're doing. But they're not going to flat out tell us. They're going to sugarcoat it or, speak in a weird way. And it's up to us to figure it out for ourselves. Yeah. And it's crazy. All these people, like now with Diddy, that came out years and years ago about Diddy. They all got called crazy. 50 Cent got called crazy.
Shout out to 50 Cent, too.
I think he's part of it, too. But
could be.
I don't know. But
he's putting it out there.
Yeah. But it's like like I said, everybody calls him crazy until that person they're talking about gets put in prison and this big trial happens. And then everybody comes out the woodworks, exposing left and right. When we shouldn't even let it get to that point. Yeah. Maybe we should start believing the people when they first say it. Or if you don't believe them, research it yourself. Yeah. And then decide whether you believe them or not. Because that's kind of what we do with this podcast. We come up with a conspiracy. We research it. We talk about it. And then, like always, at the end of it, we say what we think. We come up with our conclusion after we've researched and put in that work. So I'm not saying just believe everybody that says something, but if somebody says something, research it a little bit. You know what I mean? And if there's more than 3 people saying it, then maybe we should start believing,
It's like, who else another?
Pedophile.
No, somebody else was exposing shit too.
About what?
Just all the... Jim Caviezel.
Who?
Or, is that how you say his name?
Caviezel?
Yeah. Jim Caviezel. The one that played Jesus. And
oh, yeah. He's in the, what's the movie?
Yeah.
It's
Freedom.
Sounds of Freedom. There you go. Yeah.
Good ass movie.
He's been Mel Gibson's been doing it.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Mark Wahlberg's been doing
it.
And like there's another person too I watch a lot. I've been telling you about her. Jaguar Wright. Y'all should watch her interviews. She was signed to Jay-Z years and years ago. She was a singer. But she's been exposing the music industry.
Yep.
And I think I like that stuff more. Yeah. Like the music industry, Hollywood, because that's people doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like we could talk about aliens and stuff like that all day long, but like this is people doing this shit.
Well, it's like I told you that episode that Sean Ryan and him did together, they took that shit off. Like, episode is gone.
Yeah.
Because Sean Ryan was talking about it on his podcast the other day when I was listening. He's like, me and Jim Caviezel did a podcast together, and he exposed truth about a lot of things. And I go on a couple of years later, because they did that interview like back in 2022 or something like that. Right. Long time ago. And he said you get back on there to look, and it's gone off the record. Hadn't seen it.
That's like with
crazy
Jaguar Wright. So she's had like 4 or 5 YouTube channels.
Yeah. Because
YouTube goes in there and like deletes her accounts and shit.
It's crazy.
But
it is just crazy.
And if like that ought to tell us there's some truth to what these people are saying. Yeah. Because one, if it wasn't true, they could get sued for defamation of character.
Exactly.
And shit like that. But that never happens. No. These charges never get brought to these people about this stuff. Nothing. The only thing that happens is their YouTube channel gets taken down. Their social medias, their videos they do, all that gets taken down. Yeah. But there's never any charges being brought. Nobody's ever suing these people for saying this stuff. So that should also tell us there's something going on.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just we'll find out one day.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, with that being said, the boys are back. We got the mic situation fixed too, so y'all can actually enjoy
and hear us.
and hear us, yeah.
Hear us fuck up reading shit.
Yeah, hey, we're human. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
But
oh, well.
yeah, I'm excited to be back. I've been texting
was
Slade like all week about this shit.
Man.
Like I've been excited to be back talking to you guys, and
it was fun.
and y'all support has really like kept me going too, because I still have people to this day. I mean, we haven't posted
in a good while.
It's been almost a year.
Yep.
And people are like, "Hey, where the Banks Bros at? Where the Banks Bros at?"
Yeah,
Well, the Banks Bros are back. All right,
we're back, baby. I got people from work saying, "Hey, when you gonna do another podcast? When's what's the next podcast on?"
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
So
now you getting it.
Yeah. So we're gonna be back. We're gonna be consistent with it.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out. I think I know who it is, but the YouTube channel name isn't the name I know, but I think it's him. I don't know how to say it. I'll spell it BALDEMARSALAIZ 7994. I think I know who you are.
Let me see that.
But shout out to you, because he's always posting or always commenting, asking us to do certain conspiracy theories, and we will get to them. Your comments are not going unnoticed.
Yeah, we see.
We'll get to your conspiracy. So shout out to you for always, commenting and asking us to do conspiracies, because that helps us out. Because we plenty of times be like, "What do you want to do it on this week?" Man, I don't know. Yeah. Well, if we get in that situation, we'll just go to the comments
and look and see what we got,
and then we'll go. So I encourage y'all to comment as well what conspiracies you want us to do.
Can we put next podcast we're gonna do? I already have it picked out.
Oh, you got one?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next podcast we're gonna do, crazy shit, is Hollow Earth theory.
What is that?
Dude,
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's fucking insane.
Okay, now I'm excited, because I've never heard of that.
It's crazy as shit, dude.
I'm gonna tell them also.
Like, basically, there's almost like.
Well,
yeah.
Hey.
Next podcast, we'll let you know.
You gotta come back if you want to find out. I'll be here. Will you? I do want to say after yours. So today we're recording this Friday, December 12th.
Yep.
I'll have this video out Saturday, December 13th. So tomorrow. His podcast will be next Saturday.
Yeah.
And
23rd.
Is it?
I think so.
No, it's the 20th.
20th.
So his podcast will be on the 20th. And the next one, which will be Christmas weekend, I'm gonna do
one on Christmas Eve.
Well,
at the house.
Ooh, maybe that would be.
Because we could do it.
Oh, record it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We could do that.
Because we're going to my house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. We could do that. So
we can set it up.
I want to do that one over Max Headroom.
Okay.
I mean, I told you never heard. I never heard of him either.
Well, I've never heard of it until you told me about it.
And it's not